Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for October 9th, 2025. We've got Seaside and Renaissance today. And we've got Lookout and Treasurer for trashing. We've got Fishing Village, Barracks, and then the villagers from Silk Merchant for plus actions. Draw is Silk Merchant and Monkey. Gains, we've got Spices, Silk Merchant, Astrolabe. Treasurer, normally not a particularly compelling source of gains, but here we do have Guildhall. So pulling treasures out of the trash with Treasurer could be pretty relevant. We've also got a 5-2, which is probably not exactly what we're looking for. Well, we're not going to buy anything on the 2-coin hand. That much seems clear. I think we probably go ahead and open Treasurer. I think so. What I'm anticipating here is that we will want to play with Guildhall. We probably will want to get a Lookout to trash estates, but I don't think opening Lookout nothing is the way. Yeah, Spice Merchant Lookout looks like probably what we would do if we could, but since we cannot, I think it's Treasure. Wow, okay. I guess we're gonna take... Oh, they just opened double Silk Merchant. That's interesting. I guess we just take the Guildhall now? And then, like, maybe we get a Spices with our Treasure if we don't bottom deck it. We did not bottom deck it. Oh, but we saw all 3 estates. So we cannot get a Spices. Okay. That's fine. So we could take the key... Or we could trash a copper. I guess the question is, do we want to get that Lookout? I mean, I think we do. States are pretty bad. And we can, like, Lookout can continue to trash coppers that we then pick up with the Treasurer. Okay, well, the bot wants to take all the Silk Merchants, which is an understandable position to take. There is Monkey for draw as well, so that's not necessarily going to be totally ruinous. I'm trying to think if there's any reason I shouldn't take a Silk Merchant here, and I can't think of one, so... Alright, so here we could take the key and a Spices. Which seems pretty good. Considering... Oh wow, just buy double copper immediately? Okay. It would be nice to have Barracks. Like, the village situation here is somewhat limited. If we wanted another Spices, we'd want to buy that first. Cost 5 gives us 3 coffers. So at which point we'd have 1 coin and 6 coffers. So that's an option. Another option would be like getting a monkey or another lookout. A monkey should be pretty good if the bot is just going to spam by coppers. I mean, we might want to buy a copper ourselves here, but like we've got the extra buy. So I'm wondering about like Barracks Monkey Copper. Unfortunately, next turn we're not going to have any plus buy. Guess that's fine. I don't know. Maybe Barracks is too slow to be worth it. Like we could also just go like, no matter what we buy, it's not going to meaningfully improve our next turn. Yeah, I don't know. I do want a monkey. I think we could consider buying Barracks next turn when we don't have plus buy. In which case, maybe we do like... I don't know. Spices monkey, maybe. Also just be like Astrolabe monkey. I'm not actually sure which is better. Obviously Spices gives us more coffers, but we'd have to spend more coffers now. We buy Spices monkey, we get 2 extra coffers, but we spend 2 extra coffers as well. So that's break even. So then the question is which is better in the deck. Astrolabe stays out. It's like worth half as much, but it stays out half the time. So it it's not as demanding on draw, of which we don't have a lot currently. Yeah, I guess the fact of the matter is I don't super know how to play this board. Do we want to buy a copper? Don't think I do. All right, let's take the key back. And I don't know, maybe we should get another treasure. We really are going to need the barracks, but right now we're not like running into terminal space issues too much. Maybe we go ahead and get barracks now, and then, yeah. We might... Yeah, I was gonna say, we might see Silk Merchant Monkey anyway. Okay. Now... Definitely want another monkey. Take another treasurer. I think I'm thinking about with the treasures, like if we have multiple treasures, we can do things like trash spices, gain spices. But we need to be able to have the draw. So we could also go like Silk Merchant Fishing Village or something. Wait on the treasure a bit. That might be better. We do have the key. Okay. I think we could use another fishing village. I want that other treasurer. And then what? I mean, I guess it could just be double fishing village treasurer for now. Could also be we take another silk merchant now, and then the next turn we add additional fishing villages. I think I like that better. Don't want to buy coppers yet. Okay, well, we can get the estate out of here. All right, so yeah, we need we need another fishing village for sure. Wouldn't mind getting another astrolabe. You can also potentially look out trash spice as it occurs to me. But we could just get one more fishing village and a silk merchant. Or do we need... Do we need another silk merchant for draw? We did just... We trashed 2 cards, we added 2 fishing villages. Yeah, I think one more silk merchant. Oh, my. Oh, okay. Monkey to the rescue. I should have thought about this before I played that lookout. The good news Because it looks like we can afford to trash a Silk Merchant. What? What was that? All right, we've got the key. I would like to... Be careful about my... draw situation, but... Maybe it's time that we do the spices thing. And try to build for like... I mean, it's we can certainly assume that the bot is going to hit province next turn, because it has 8 coffers. It can obviously buy that. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm still feeling like my draw isn't there for me to like not trash and to green. So I think I want to do this. And then maybe take 1 province plus like a couple more fishing villages. And I mean, it could just be another silk merchant, I guess. We could also take like double duchy fishing village. Want to go that route. Also get another spices, which would make it easier for us to potentially like have lookout trash spices, and then we gain the spices from treasure that way rather than having to trash one and gain one. I think getting 1 more spices is a good idea. Maybe we just get 1 more fishing village in a province and call that good. I don't think this is the turn I want to just like click copper 4 times to get 4 coffers. Wait, did they buy 2 provinces? Oh, that's not good. I mean, that was always a possibility, but they had to line up, like, because they only had 1 villager left. They didn't even spend it. Jeez. And we see both of our spices. We do have copper down here, but also we have, like, enough draw that we can just draw all the stuff, so maybe there's no reason to trash that with lookout. Well, the bot did blow all of its coffers. Okay. So we have some time. The problem is going to be the draw, but do we want to try to trash a copper with the lookout? Yes, we probably do. so we're definitely doing that and that. I guess we might as well play this. And we're definitely getting some duchies. We get 2 provinces, we're at 18, we're down by 15, we need 5 duchies. The bot may well not be able to province next turn. We're not going to province here, but it just... right now we have 27 coins, so we could just take 5 duchies. I don't think that's probably the play, though. I think we take... Really, I should have tried to get more monkeys going, but it's not enough time. I think... All right, let me back up here. It's 2 provinces gets to 18, 5 more duchies gets to 33, and then an estate we get to 34 for a win. That's 8 gains, which is what we have. So we definitely, like, buying copper to get coffers this turn there's no way that gets us to a win. So that's not something to be concerned about. I think the question is, do we need to load up on coffers this turn in order to give us the reach to do it next turn? Might prefer to do that by getting another spices, to be honest. Gives us a better chance of doing the lookout thing. It gives us more buys. We are going to have to dip into the copper reserves at least a little bit here, I think. Question is by how much? We could just blow them all and... There's also an argument that putting all this junk into our deck that we should, like, just take another... We did overdraw here with the Silk Merchants, but we don't know how much the bot is going to buy. We could get like one more Silk Merchant, which does give us another buy next turn. So like right now, if the bot gets a province and we get a province, then we need the bot gets a province, we're just in trouble, I guess, because we need... Wait, what does the bot have in play? Fishing village? That makes sense. Yeah, we need more duchies than there are left. We gotta believe the bot isn't gonna hit province with its copperful deck. If the bot takes a duchy, and it's at 36. We take 2 provinces, we're at 30, and then we need 2 duchies and an estate. We should be able to hit that without taking one of those duchies now. So I think I am going to take the Silk Merchant. And then the question is, do I take any coppers? I think the answer is no. Okay. They did indeed only hit duchy, and we only have 1 Silk Merchant in hand. I think we got to play this Lookout. All right, just to double check the math here. So 2 provinces gets us to 30, and then we need 2 duchies and an estate. Was that the math that I said last time? I might have said 1 duchy. I might have misspoken. I mean, that should still be doable if we draw, but I think we got to play the Lookout. Okay. We can trash the spices, discard a duchy, and then we can pick the spices up. So that's good. I don't know what that last card is. Oh, it's the monkey. We couldn't have asked for a better bottom deck than that. Okay, so 2 provinces. Duchy. Duchy. And we don't actually need to buy so many coppers as I might have expected, but we can buy enough to take another duchy. And yeah. So that was obviously pretty close. I may have played a little too relaxed here in the face of Spice's Guildhall. I don't know if the bot like this by itself, Spice's Guildhall is like a kind of a combo like unto itself, and I don't know if the bot like played that totally straight, and if maybe it had played it straighter, if I would have like it would have had a better result. My thought process was like we can do better than that because we've got access to tools that allow us to take advantage of the synergy while also doing other stuff. But maybe that's not even true, right? Maybe it would have been better to just play straight Spice's Guildhall. I guess we could real quick try that out. Although, okay, well this time we do have the 4-3. What is the best? I think for the Spice's Guildhall deck, you probably want the extra plus buy from like Astrolabe. And you're not going to bother to trash with Lookout, I don't think. So I'm going to try Astrolabe, Silk Merchant. Bot has the 2-5 this time. All right. I think this is immediate Guildhall by Copper. What did the bot open? It opened Spices? Okay. Spices. Double Copper. Spices. Well, we're just doing the same shit, so this is maybe not going to be so informative after all. Because we're both going to be rushing the same piles. I don't know if it makes sense to like spend coffers just to win the Spices split. I don't think it does. So now that those are all gone, we do want to have some plus buy in our deck. But I think it's better to just go Province Copper. The bot snuck in an extra buy there at the end. And I guess that was by virtue of having more plus buy in the deck. So yeah, that's what that looks like. But it'll obviously it looks faster here because we were both taking the aggressive approach, but nobody took duchies. So it's not a totally fair comparison. It wasn't that many fewer turns. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on it. I definitely don't find it as interesting of a deck to play. So, you know, I'd prefer to do what I did the first time, but I'm definitely not sure that this isn't just better. And the bot did a pure version of it this time as well. No treasurer, no. Well, it had the 5/2, so that probably contributed. What did it have last time? I don't know. It had multiple silk merchants. It had fishing village or 2 or something. Anyway. I guess we bottom decked some of our plus buy here. So wait a minute. What did I do here? I could have bought another province here. I was just super on autopilot. Yeah, I just win if I just do that. Durr. Well, maybe not, actually. Wait, hold on. 3 buys. That's not enough. Oh well. All right, so yeah, I mean, okay, so obviously I should have won that. Whatever, fortunately, it doesn't matter. But yeah, now it looks a bit different. In terms of the turn count, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that doesn't really change my perspective on it too much. I mean, I guess, when did we get to 5 provinces? We had 6 provinces, so we got to 5 provinces on turn 11. Yeah, I have to admit, that seems like, because the other game was turn 14. Bot might have had 6 provinces. No, I don't think so. I think it had 5. So I think the bot's approach was less efficient, and I think maybe that does suggest that like straight Spice's Guildhall is just going to win, which is unfortunate. I'd rather play with more of the kingdom, but sometimes it's not correct. I suspect it is in fact not correct here. Oh well, at least we won despite that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.